In an effort to prove the reality of space travel flight is far more illustrious than fictions we read as kids, the universe has provided the stately destination, the massive severed head of an ancient celestial being, floating with a comforting, lifeless calm through the dark recesses of existence. Yeah? Or should I be like, in an effort to prove... No, that's dumb.
No, I thought I was ready to go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay,
I'm ready.
I mean, I thought you were already going.
No, I thought
you were just displaying. No, they're all that. That one's recording.
Already gone? Okay.
This one's recording. I think we're already going. Nice and loud for me, though.
All right. In an effort to prove that reality of space travel is far more illustrious than the fictions we read as children, the universe has provided this stately destination, the massive severed head of an ancient celestial being, floating with a comforting, lifeless calm through the dark recesses of existence. A gentle rotation should provide just enough gravity to keep our feet on the luxurious ground of soft, supple meat, well maintained through the ages by preserving the vacuum of space. Initial scans also indicate the abundant presence of parasitic, blood-hungry life forms, almost certainly willing, likely with great and aggressive enthusiasm, to provide us a robust exercise regimen and full lineup of group activities, such as desperately fleeing for our lives, screaming in abject terror, and fighting to the death. This, truly, will be one to write home about.
Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Today,
welcome to paradise. That's what it says. Welcome to paradise.
Today, we're diving into Unsettled, which is a game from Orange Nebula that arrived a little while ago and has been absolutely incredible. This was one of the best games of last year for me, and they're currently coming back to Kickstarter with more modules, more stories, more planets to explore.
More. That's what we wanted, was more. We wanted more.
For those of you that haven't been able to get your hands on it since it's arrived, like him, this is now going to be available. So, what is Unsettled? Unsettled is an odd little game. This game is a framework, a module for storytelling and puzzle-solving games. You might compare it to the most thematic version of a exit game or the most thematic Euro you've ever played in a way, right? It's not riddles and clues. Instead, every scenario, every planet box, which if you grab the little square over there, every planet box is going to have 3 core modules and stories in it. You have the base game that has all the framework, the foundations, right? And then this takes everything that we've learned so far and tells us we don't know anything.
Nothing.
And throws us onto a floating corpse head in the middle of outer space and tells us that there's parasites and we're going to do our very best to survive.
Yeah.
And there's 3 of those stories. I don't know who bullied these people as a child.
I mean, really, this is the stuff of nightmares that you look at and you go, okay,
terrifying.
I'm going to go into an alien world and live on someone's severed head.
If you like science fiction and the combination of weird dystopian planets, science exploration, Star Trek, like all of that type of discovery, Unsettled is that, with the key word being unsettled.
Unsettled, yeah.
You're
It's pretty much
dealing with
unsettling.
fauna and flora that just boggle the mind and also disgust you at the same time. So, we have our core player boards, we have our core actions that we can take, we have the modules and the core framework of the game, but in this scenario, we have set up the floating head that we're actually exploring. We'll read the introduction to the story, which we have not read yet, in just a moment, but what we know about this so far. There are bloodsuckers.
Yep.
They have behavior cards.
Yep.
They are going to hunt us.
Yep.
There are waking nightmares. That we get when we are terrified because the bloodsuckers have been hunting us. There are nests that are on the board.
There's one right at the very beginning. We're literally going to walk onto a nest no matter what we do.
That is true. The bloodsuckers don't attack us until they activate, which is creepy as...
Yeah, it's extremely creepy.
And in order to move from this outer skin, kind of the carapace layer,
into the interior layer, we have to go through an orifice.
So we have the exterior orifice and the interior orifice.
Yes.
And just as someone that has never opened this box up until now, a quick message to the Unsettled team, because...
I mean, well done. That's what it is. It's well done.
Listen. I didn't know that I never wanted to see a spiked and slowly rotting alien orifice. But now I do know that. And that's because of you.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Yeah.
And I would appreciate an apology email. So, with that, we're going to take our time, walk you through how to play the game, and we have a series of coverage coming over here on Quackalope, so get excited for some Unsettled content. The Doppelganger Dance. This is Story 1, Scenario 1 from this core box.
Scenario 1.
We've been here for a while, gathering what we can from this place. And because being hunted by bloodsuckers across a decaying head wasn't nightmarish enough, we've also begun encountering dark, twisted clones of ourselves. Actual physical copies of each of us that emerge from the bloodsucker nest and pursue us. We don't totally get it. We hypothesize that they are some type of mental projection caused by interactions with the hormones and chemicals in this alien head, as the clones present characteristics that suggest they are manifestations of our own worst versions of ourselves. Yet, they have touchable, physical form. It's as if some chemical or synaptic system in the head pulled the concepts from our unconscious minds and built them out of its own dead flesh. Or perhaps, they're not even real at all, but chemicals have so convinced our minds that they might as well be. We're not sure which is worse. Whatever the case, they're here. They chase us, they scream sometimes, they're dangerous. They also may provide an opportunity. Since they are built like us, but come from the alien head, there's a chance we can pull important information from them. Like, where the heck are we? Formatted in a way we can comprehend. We just need to capture one to find out.
Awesome. We're going to capture one. Sounds great.
This card flips over. Set up doppelgangers.
Perform the special setup instructions in the travel log, which we did.
Okay.
Then everyone sets their avatar tokens in the black marker supply. They will be used to represent your doppelgangers. Oh, great.
Whoop.
That's fantastic.
Oh, I'm no longer myself.
Okay. Throughout this survival task, your doppelganger will pursue you only, like a hyper-focused bloodsucker.
No.
When the time marker reaches the bloodsucker trigger, the doppelgangers also act. Reveal and resolve a bloodsucker behavior card as normal, then resolve these doppelganger effects.
Okay.
Fabulous. So there's spawn, which is any doppelgangers not in play spawn at a nest, listed first in the spawn section of the bloodsucker behavior card. Move, doppelgangers move the amount shown on the bloodsucker behavior card, but always toward their explorer.
Okay.
They are immune to traps. If your doppelganger is ever on your node, remove it back to the black marker supply and gain a distress. Doppelgangers have no effect on explorers other than their own.
Attempt to make sense of things. We need to figure out how to trap the doppelgangers. Someone performed this action at the research hut, forfeiting either of the listed options. So, we need must be present. We need a red, blue, and green comprehension token paired with a blue research hut, and we need to take an action where we either spend 4 science and 4 material,
okay,
or we have leucoducts, leucokites. We have a piece of the body part and 2 technology.
Yes.
When the focus cube is removed from the action space, advance.
Awesome. We have to have 3. Okay. Wow. We're going to be running a lot.
Well, would you like me to start the turn?
Yeah, let's have you start, because
Okay.
I feel like you started this nonsense, and this is going to be great.
I have 3 action cubes here, each starting at 2 pips. These are not dice. These pip up and down according to the actions that I've taken. On my board here, I have 4 options, including one that is currently covered with a ally token, because we trust each other.
So far.
Okay, my 6 actions are theorize, which will go ahead and get us some experience, which I think we just stay in the scarab and just theorize back and forth.
I think it's a great plan, frankly.
Okay, investigate. I wonder if you could do that.
I don't know, because then would the doppelganger get to you,
Time
though?
would move forward, which would be the biggest concern.
Yeah.
The doppelganger wouldn't move because they don't go onto the scarab.
Yeah.
They'd all just stand outside of the ship staring deathly into us. I'm not
Right
going
at
to
the door,
try it.
like, hey, guys.
I'm not going to try it on camera, but I'm curious. I mean, the problem is when we move into the alien head, we'd have like 7 bugs.
Yeah, it'd be bad times.
It'd be really bad. Okay, so that's not going to be what we do. Investigate searches out in opportunity, which I feel like we need to start doing because it helps us discover the location. Traverse is going to allow me to get a move action, and I can carry someone, which might not be the worst depending on how we want to work together. Support allows me to remove distress from you, which is good because specifically we're going to get a lot of that.
We're going to get a lot of distress.
Recover makes us not trust each other very much because I kind of sit on my hind haunches and take a rest.
But it does bring one of your pips back up to 3.
And rest is the mandatory action. Rest is going to...
We have to do it every single time, and it moves the time ticker forward.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I am definitely going to do a theorize action, and I'm going to give you and me an insight.
Okay.
Because I get one because I match the dice with the color icon.
Okay.
After that, I'm going to take my free move into the nest zone. So go ahead and move my character in.
The blue?
I am red.
You're red.
blue.
Okay, sorry.
And I don't suffer any consequences for that because the barriers, like the 2 locations between us, don't have any consequences. I'm going to move Luna in with me.
Okay.
I'm going to have Luna go ahead and search for technology.
Good plan.
2, so put 2 gems onto that board. And then I think I'm going to take...
Yeah.
I think I'm going to take a traverse action.
Okay.
To move myself 1 step forward.
You're not going to move Luna instead? You're just... Oh, you're going to move 1 step forward to the orifice.
I'm going to move 1 step forward to the orifice.
Okay.
It is going to get me another insight, both because I match here and because the place I go through has an insight marker on the border. And then, now what does this say here?
That says to the interior. So you're actually going in this direction to go into there.
So I think I'm going to...
Which means we should probably end up doing it this way.
Well, you don't want to change the board.
Okay.
Because the way the borders connect with each other...
But we can never go this way.
You're 100% right. How did the game book have it set up? Let's take a reference of that.
Probably my bad on that one. Yes, it definitely was supposed to be this way.
Okay. And that means I actually gained an additional insight, which I don't mind.
Yes.
Now, the important thing to note for that is these are 2 separate locations, and every card has to flip according to its parameters, right? Because you have certain conditions you're met with. These are all randomized, but all the other ones have exits and entrances, which are bits of problem. My last die is going to go down here to rest. I'm going to take up my dice because of that. You're going to move time forward by 1. And then, sir, it is your turn, and here's the thing I'm terrified of.
Yeah, the next time we hit a rest, it's going to be bloodsucker time.
Yeah, we're going to spawn some people.
Yeah, it's going to be bad news.
I put Luna in a position, though, where she could explore for you to help reveal some cards so you can find out where you want to go. I think I'm diving into the carapace soon.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and move, which gives me the 1 insight, yes, since I used that up. But
using
it takes
your red
me
die?
down to 1,
Yep.
right? Okay, I'm moving into here, and even though that's where bloodsuckers are going to be, that seems dumb, right?
I figured moving out of there was a better choice, yes.
Yeah.
You could move Luna to reveal a card, but then you'd have to decide if you wanted to go that way or not, or explore a unknown passage.
Well, see if I move. Yeah, no matter where, I could go there with you though.
You could.
Right.
You could use... Luna won't trigger time, so if she passes over a location, you can reveal a card without triggering a negative effect, and you could move 1 forward with me. Splitting up is not always the best plan. I've seen Scooby-Doo.
But so I'm gonna go this direction, and I'm gonna actually have Luna go this direction.
Okay.
Which
Interesting. What is that?
This is the Weeping Peak exterior node.
So it is a build location.
It is, which is something we actually need.
There should be a few of them on the board here, unless the game is going to screw us. There's only one on the board here.
Because we actually have to build this research hut.
We have to build the research hut, yeah.
So Luna is here now.
You can search for resource there, too, if you'd like, either blue or green.
Yeah, let's search for green, because we don't have any of that yet. 3. Nice.
So that might be a spot that we want to move, because we can be the only people that can collect the actual material resource.
Right, but when I go across there, that's 2 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This exit right now is clear, and so is that one. There's a chance you could go around.
Yes. So I think I should just move with you, yeah? Like, is that allowed, or because I stopped?
Your free move over there? No, you can do that for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that because I feel like no matter. I mean, I think no matter what happens, I'm gonna be in trouble.
I'm gonna cheat slightly. I'm changing my die from the red to the blue because we would have had at least one blue we were searching for. We need them all,
right?
But we want one established quickly to build the research hut.
That's good. Okay. And that's 2 greens for me.
Like you're hopeless. That's good.
Yeah, it really is good because I don't know what to do from here because I just feel very dangerous. So
what's your power you took? I took leader, which gives me a power to investigate.
I took nonconformist,
okay.
Which gives me the ability to theorize to myself and another explorer. I can add 1 pip up for both of myself and another explorer.
If you took that, we would both immediately gain knowledge.
Oh. Yeah? Okay.
That's super powerful.
Well, let's do that then.
That's amazing. So and you're using green.
Yeah.
So you're going to tip up.
Gets me to 3. Yep. And theorize.
And we both
get that knowledge.
We both
right?
get 1. Amazing. So this cycles down. I'm going to set mine to red now.
Okay. Should I set mine to blue then, or should I set mine to green? Stay green.
Blue wouldn't hurt. Honestly, any of them at this point would be good. We just want a diversity of them. And go ahead and grab.
So I got a green, and you got a blue.
I got a blue. And then go ahead and grab a green card for you and a blue card for me, and let's see what extra fun abilities we have.
All right. Here's your blue card. So I have, for my green, which is Incite Primal Cannibalistic Urges. For every 2 bloodsuckers on your node, I can destroy 1.
You're eating them?
I am inciting primal cannibalistic urges, so apparently I'm inciting them to eat each other.
Oh.
I like that.
That's better than you eating them.
Yes.
I have Boar Horrific Tunnel.
Oh.
Place Luna on any node, revealed or unrevealed. Luna is going to dig a hole. Now,
from the exterior carapace to the interior.
Oh, yeah. Now, this is going to take technology, and yours is going to take material.
Yes.
In order to activate. So we might want to start collecting some goods.
Yeah.
I think that's the end of our turn, though. You must take a rest action.
I don't want to, though. Can I just pretend not to?
I think that's how that game works.
Is that it? Okay.
Pretty sure.
Okay.
Our first experience with the Bloodsucker
I feel like this
behavior card. Okay, and what did the rules say about our people?
In what way?
The
doppelgangers. Yes. So when the time marker reaches the Bloodsucker trigger, doppelgangers also act. Reveal and resolve the Bloodsucker behavior card as normal, then resolve these doppelganger effects. So we'll do this first.
Bloodsuckers spawn, BBC.
Okay.
Now, what are bloodsuckers? I assume they'll be the little black cubes, because that's usually our marker tokens.
That works. So we've got
B,
2 there.
Right behind us, and C.
And C. So at least there's 1 there.
Bloodsuckers move 1 node.
They're not going to go to Luna, are they? I feel like they should go to Luna, because that would be like... No. Okay.
Then, and because here it's all equal distant, they're going to go down the most pips possible.
Yeah.
Bloodsuckers attack. Each bloodsucker gives a distress to an explorer on their node, and is then removed from play. If there are multiple explorers on a node, the crew decides who each bloodsucker attacks. I feel like we share.
I feel we do share.
You both get them both.
I get them... Okay.
Honestly...
Let's not put it on support, because that's how we get rid of these.
Honestly, I'm going to put it on...
Recover.
I think so. Yeah. I think I am.
Yeah.
Terrified. Win gained, resolve a waking nightmare card.
Is this mine or is this yours?
That's yours.
Okay, so waking nightmare.
After we read them, I'll determine which one was whose.
Roll a discovery die to see how your terror manifests. Fantastic. But this is a discovery die, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1. Yes. You panickedly begin... Panickedly?
Is that a word?
Apparently it is. Panickedly.
Panickedly. Are you a word?
Panic.
You keep going. Panic.
Begin smearing fleshy goop onto any part of your suit that glows, whispering, no. So I either spend 2 green resources, materials, or time. And I don't have any
Panickly.
So panickly.
A sudden overpowering feeling of fear, often afflicting many people at once. See symptoms as fear, a state of extreme anxiety, such as involved in a panicked attack. Frantically is another supplemental word to panickedly.
So I panickedly...
That's a word I didn't know existed.
Put goop all over my shiny parts.
All the shiny parts?
Just the glowing ones.
Ooh.
No, no, no!
Waking nightmare. Roll your discovery die to see how you...
You're not going to get a 1. Oh, you got a 1! Haha.
You walk purposefully to a specific location, slice into the ground, pull out a thick gland, and tear it open. Spawn 1 bloodsucker at each nest.
But these 2 bloodsuckers that got us go away, right?
Yes, but there's 1 at each nest now. So 1 there, and 1 here.
At each nest?
Oh,
Not
yeah.
just like one nest?
No, all the nests. Card. Okay.
Okay. We finished that one? Yeah?
But we need to go ahead and finish resolving this.
So now any doppelgangers not in play spawn on the nests listed first on the spawn section of the bloodsucker behavior card, which that's B.
Oh,
so
they
both spawn behind us.
Hello, kitten.
Then the doppelgangers move the amount shown on the bloodsucker behavior card, but always toward their explorer.
Guess what?
They're going to move 1.
We're there.
Yeah. Ta-da!
Then they attack, which means we're both taking... What did we do wrong?
We did lots of things wrong.
Oh my gosh.
I think we got off the ship. That's where we started.
We
this
should
whole
have
went
stayed
downhill after
on
that.
the ship just to search out. All right, please draw
So, yeah.
another distress for each of us, and we need to probably support each other this next turn.
Yeah, big time.
Here's the issue. We're literally 2 turns away from this happening again. We need to get away from them. They're everywhere. Oh, this is bad.
This is really bad. And we can't really put it on rest, because you need to do that.
You cannot put it on rest.
And we really need to move.
I think I'm going to cover up Theorize. For me.
Okay.
Your call, but...
Yeah, that's probably right.
Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Yeah.
That's
I was
the
like,
wrong
wait a
thing.
minute. What? We got another bloodsucker thing?
That's the Bloodsucker Spawn card. You need the Horrifying Nightmare card.
Roll a discovery die to see
it.
how your terror manifests. It's a 1 again.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
I think it's bad, frankly. I think they're all bad. You're last seen running backwards at unnatural speed before vanishing from sight and muting your communicator. Place yourself on the node furthest back from other explorers. If several qualify, pick the one you find the most disturbing. Yeah, that's really the most disturbing one, right where the giant nest is. And there's a bloodsucker there. Which is bad, right?
Yes. I mean, it's not going to attack you right now.
Not yet.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, I'm going to roll the die as well. 1! Yes.
We need new dice.
I did. Place 2 materials on the scarab until someone unearths them. The crew may not depart. 2 materials on the scarab.
And until someone takes them, we
Yeah.
can't leave. That doesn't seem that bad. Why I get like rubbing juicy grossness all over myself and backing up scaredly, and you get put 2 stuff on the scarab and run away. Then just stay there. How does that?
Yes. I did.
I don't think that's fair.
Okay. That's turn. So
Wow, that was really good for 1 turn.
you go ahead and take first player and go ahead and go. Don't worry about me.
Okay.
No, I think in terms of first player, I think we can activate in any order, can't we?
I hope so. Because I pretty much feel like I think you need to go first.
Turn overview. In any order you may. In any order you may set focus and stuff. I didn't actually finish reading that because it confirmed what I was looking for.
All right. Well, I think here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put...
Yeah, in any order. So I could go if you want me to go first.
I'm going to do my support first and remove a distress from you.
It's a local explorer. You'd have to move for free across.
For free across.
Yep, and then I could carry you.
Which is
I
two
could carry you into the
investigates.
carapace if you wanted.
That's fine. Two of those, right?
It is, yeah. Two more insights.
That's beautiful. And then I will hit support for you and take away one of your distresses.
Thank you. I think we're going to pop off the theorized one.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
And then
you could move Luna over.
Yes, we should move Luna over. So Luna, go check out this spot.
What is it? Oh, lovely. Lovely. This, are you sure?
Yeah, we probably did it backwards. It's fine. So just this way. There we go. Fibrous capsule. So it's like a giant tumor.
No, I did have the head right. The head is upside down here.
Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. So, yeah. That's cool. At least there's nothing bad there, and we can go around this way to get these green things that we need, because we do need 4 of those. So, but I do want her to investigate, right, on this node?
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Okay.
No. She doesn't need to investigate. You could investigate for a discovery. She can roll a dice for free.
Okay,
that's
so
like
let's
her
have
ability.
her roll this dice.
Okay. One green. On.
Okay, that's not really worth it, but that's okay. All right, and then I'm going to investigate, which would give me the opportunity to investigate this spot, right? With one of those.
It would, yeah. So place down a big old blue marker. You get an opportunity card. What did you find?
I found pheromone paste bomb. A pulsing sac draws your attention. Because of the pulsing, you touch it. He touched the butt. For science reasons. Just
okay.
for science reasons.
No, guys.
Reasons. Come on.
It's for science reasons.
For science.
Oh my gosh.
And it erupts.
Wow.
Bathing you in pungent, sticky
No.
Have I mentioned that I hate being sticky and
That's
gross?
why you smeared yourself with stuff.
Smeared myself with... Now I've got pungent, sticky paste on me. That's great. You feel strangely refreshed and a sense of something chemically compelling about this paste. Then, in the distance, screams. The bloodsuckers are coming. Awesome. Engaged. Immediately increase all of your focus to maximum. At the start of your turns, all bloodsuckers move 1 node towards you. That's great.
At the start of your turns?
Yeah. From now on.
How do we get rid of it? Torch away hard to reach paste. Okay.
Yeah.
Prerequisite. Can only be performed by non-engaged explorer. Okay. And what do? You just take an action there.
Yeah.
And both of us have to... This is perfect.
So I currently have adhesive paste, which is over there somewhere. Second one, bottom left. Great. Adhesive paste. That's fabulous.
That's not how items are supposed to work. I'm just angry at them.
Yeah. I mean, it is how this one works.
Torch away hard to reach paste. It splattered on you.
Yeah. So now I'm trying to like wipe it off of me because no, like before. And now, but in like that spot in the back, you know, like right back, I can't reach it. So you have to torch it off to get rid of it.
Take your rest action. I'm going to set you on fire.
It sounds really not fun.
Okay.
Boop.
Yep. I'm going to set you on fire. Please take that dice down.
Okay.
And we're going to get rid of the
adhesive paste?
The adhesive paste. Our trust goes up.
That's good.
Which is nice.
So when trust goes boop up, we each get to up a pip, right?
Oh, yes. Boop. Well, we get 2 to share with the community.
Okay.
So I could go up by 2.
So I'm at 2s for everything.
Okay, so let me push up. No, let me push up to 2.
Okay.
Now, I think I'm going to carry you over here. What do you think about getting out of this spot?
I think it's a great idea, but this goes away now, doesn't it? Because we got rid of it?
Yeah, it does. And that card goes away as well.
Yes.
Luna, come with me and you'll see a world of pure imagination. Okay, Luna's going to roll some tech dice. Come on, Luna, do better. 1 die. Alright, then I'm taking my traverse action. It's going to move this pip up a little bit. We are going to go ahead and join over here together because I carry you along the way.
That's good.
Drops down to 1. You want some of your goop off of you?
Yes, I would love to have some of this away from me. Especially now that we're about to get eaten again.
Now, The other thing that I could do is I could, like, investigate... No, the opportunity was a bad opportunity. We should do that at the start of the round.
Yeah.
To see what's happening.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to wait that to the end.
Okay. So I'm going to do a support, tick that dice down. I can't.
Oh, because that's your last one, isn't it?
I'm going to do a rest, tick that die
See how
up.
much he cares about me?
This
He didn't
comes
care about
over.
any of my distress at all.
I'm going to take the distress that we're naturally going to get. Move that pip up.
Okay. Yeah. This is not going to be good, man.
Bloodsucker spawn. BBA. Bloodsuckers move 1 node.
So just one, this guy, one is moving this way because he just, yeah, so both, yeah, that's not good. That's
Bloodsuckers, how do we build these traps again?
We need to build them fast.
Alright, we build traps with material. So we need Luna to spawn material for us.
Yeah.
And then we can set up some traps that'll hopefully, like, capture a few of them. Because this is bad.
This is very bad.
Bloodsuckers attack. Each bloodsucker gives a distress to any explorer. I'm in the zone. Let me go ahead and take this distress.
Okay.
Because I care about you.
Do you, though? I feel like if you really cared about me, you'd have gotten rid of my Terrified cards originally.
This is for you. I'm going to cover up my Theorize.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go ahead and roll, because I am sure that is what's going to ask me to do. Oh, look, it asked me to roll. Waking Nightmare.
Waking.
Not if I can help it, you say, right before you inexplicitly firewall the crew from Luna's system and disable her. Place Luna in the Scarab. She is inactive until another explorer reaches her.
Seriously? Let's make sure Luna gets all these materials for us because we desperately need to build traps. Wait, I'm gonna firewall her and make sure she can't do anything. I feel like you're not really working for the team, Jesse. That's not good. We have to go all the way back, and we have to go through those 3.
We could generate, with green dice, we could generate material without Luna.
Right, but every time we go and... have we noticed that none of these are good things so far? We try to explore somewhere without her, we're going to get eaten.
We could double back to here.
Mm-hmm. But someone was going to take 3 distress when those things hit them. Because they moved at least 1 every time.
But we could go 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
So I think we could get it. You could carry me.
But they're probably going to spawn there again, and then that's 1. But yeah, I agree. We need to build traps.
We need material.
Yeah. So this guy goes away at least.
If we were able to build traps right here where we are, though, we would be able to potentially
lead them there, but once they gain 2, they're done. We have to build a whole bunch of traps.
We'd have to be able to build 4 traps, or no, 2 traps, because it would take care of 4 of them, and we'd still get negative.
Right.
But we could at least take care of this wave.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so here's my thought.
Okay.
Here's my thought. I don't have any thoughts.
Okay.
I wonder if this could override. I wish we had some tech, because I can place Luna on any node, revealed or unrevealed.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would override. What is Luna's ability to? Because this feels like this should be important. For each bloodsucker on or adjacent to your node, up a pip by 1.
Yeah.
So, okay.
But I feel like this bloodsucker thing overrides that.
Maybe. But I feel like I could put her dead carapace on any... and then we could reach her quicker, which is my thought.
That's true.
But we don't have tech, so we can't get tech, so it's just a nice thought at the moment.
Yeah.
Put this green over there and pip it down to 1 pip. That's going to generate us 2 green tokens. Oh, over there. See the dice location?
Oh, yes.
Now, double check how we build traps. Check the book there for me.
If you are on a node with an empty build site, you may build a trap as a free action by spending 1 material and placing the available trap token on that build site.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Traps are not just things we can, like, put together. Okay.
Nope.
New plan. Give me my dice back.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, great. I had 2 pips, right?
Yep.
Okay. I am going to move you over with me.
Okay.
We didn't do anything in there. We, like, went down the hole and said,
we were
no,
like, no bad days.
I'm then going to take a free move action, which I'll have you follow and carry me over to here.
Okay.
I am then going to gain resource, so place that on there now, move it down to 1.
Okay.
This one and an extra one pops up into the bucket.
Okay. Oops.
Sorry.
It's good.
And that is my action, and I am now taking a rest. I get 1 insight because I played the matching red.
Now we each lose 1 endurance. Because we just went around the horn. Yeah. All right. So I feel like, yeah, I'm going to do a free move action, right?
Yeah.
Got that. And then I'm going to traverse with you.
Carry me over.
Yeah, so that brings me down to 1 on there. And that moves the time by 1. Really excited about that. And,
But you do get 1 because you did the matching red, so go ahead and make sure you add that, because this is going to be important.
yes. You know what I should have done, though?
Tell
Well,
me.
no, I wasn't there, because I could have destroyed with my insight primal urges, but I don't have any green material. Well, we do, actually. Never mind. Too late. I wasn't on that spot, so it's all good. I can do that if they run to us. Hopefully there'll be 2 of them.
Okay.
If I use green here, I would actually get 2, right? And then I would have a blue.
Well, what does it say? What does your ability say?
It just says investigate, pursue opportunity on your node.
So you wouldn't get 2.
Oh, but that's the investigate. That's right.
You'd find a discovery, yeah.
Yeah. And I feel like last time it was bad. But you know what? Maybe it'll be good this time. Let's find out.
Alternatively, you could build the research station.
I could, but that's not nearly as much fun. An undesirable perspective. You step into a cloud of pearlescent mist. Always a questionable move. Your mind bends and stretches. Then, you're many places at once, perceiving and interacting with the world through, oh gross, a bloodsucker mind. The hunger for decaying flesh rises within you. You will never be the same. Engaged! At the start of each of your turns, you may move 1 bloodsucker node. You may move 1 bloodsucker 1 node, and must tick down a pip, apparently. Purge Mist. Retain trauma. Can only be performed by the engaged explorer at the laboratory, research hut, or workshop. That's awesome. But it does look like because I have this, or is it when I get rid of this? I feel like when I have this, I get 2 insight, right? Because I have it? That's 2 insight, or is it when I get rid of it?
No, I think you've inhabited the mind of a bloodsucker. I don't know why you wouldn't gain 2 insight now.
1, 2. Okay.
And what's your new ability card?
That's blue. Do meat grinding thing that upsets everyone. Destroy 1 bloodsucker on Luna's node. That's so sweet. Too bad she's inside of the carrots.
Oh no.
The stupid scarab. Okay, I'm gonna go with red now since I have all the other ones. Can I have a blue one? Awesome. All right.
we not
so then I
completed
have
a
to
red
rest.
We haven't completed a red yet. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's that bad time of day where bad things happen to us.
Oh, did we spawn our doppelgangers the last time bloodsucker spawned?
They were both on B. Because it was BB again.
Yep. CCA.
Hey, that's good. Okay. CC and A.
Bloodsuckers move 1 node. Doppelgangers should have moved down here.
Yes, they would have been there as well.
Then they're all coming here. This one's going here. These are going here. These are going here. We don't get attacked.
That's a good thing.
That's really good.
I feel like this
Now-
is the first time anything good has actually happened to us.
Now, at the start of our turns, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that's our collective turns, like
In what way?
your card.
What about it?
At the start of our turns.
Each of my turn.
Okay.
Each of your turns, you may move one bloodsucker, one node, and
one
must.
node. So you could move one away from us, potentially.
And it says I may, so I don't have to, but I could.
Probably not a bad idea.
But it does make me down a pit.
Here. You want me to go first here?
Uh-huh.
Go ahead and hand me my green dice back. Let's see what we can do. So, I could support you to clear some stuff. We might both need to do that. We can definitely build a trap. How do we build a trap again?
We build a trap by using green materials, I believe.
But it's in a spot, right?
Spending one material and placing the trap in this spot.
Okay, let's do that. Go ahead and spend one material.
Okay.
That trap's going to prevent 2 of them.
2.
So we're going to get hit by 2 next turn with our doppelgangers there.
The good news is I will actually kill one of them with this special ability.
We can't trap our doppelgangers.
We can't do our doppelgangers, but we can kill the bloodsuckers.
We could, yeah. So we're going to trap and you're going to kill.
Yeah.
I am then going to take a green action up there to collect all 3 of this, and we'll get an extra one because I used a matching pip.
Okay.
And we really desperately need more insight. Only problem is I don't quite see a way for us to immediately get insight. What do I have to do here to get rid of that for you?
It has to be me that does it.
You?
It has to be by the engaged explorer. So you could support me and get rid of one of my dadgum terrified things.
I'll do that.
That'd be great.
I'll do that.
Cool.
And with my red die, we're going to go ahead in here, and we're going to take a rest action, which is going to move time forward by 1. And it's on to your turn.
Okay. So I feel like we need to stay here, because if I go that way, that's bad news, and either way, we're going to hit that marker.
It's true.
So I feel like we should stay. When I tick down, it goes to this, but it doesn't
until we use it on that,
right?
Exactly.
Okay. So, with that in mind, I'm going to hit theorize here with the green, which is going to let me tick this one up, and it's also going to let you tick up one of yours.
Okay.
And because I use the green, doesn't that give me something extra?
Tick my green up. Yeah, it's going to give you another insight.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Oh, actually, your modifier doesn't seem to give you additional insight.
No, it doesn't. So I'll put my insight.
And I think we cheated with that early on in the game.
I have not used that yet.
Well, I think you did the very first turn.
Did I?
Yeah, because
I used investigate. I haven't used this yet.
The very first turn, I think we both got additional insight, and I think it might have been me misinterpreting you saying we tick one up.
Could be.
So either way.
Shame on you.
Theorize. What's it say? Theorize. Another explorer.
Yeah, so I tick one up.
That's
and
weird
you tick
because
one up.
theorize is typically another explorer gains one insight.
But I also get to tick mine up. Yeah, but I don't get insight apparently. So.
Yeah.
So that's not a very good card.
No.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. So then I feel like I should do investigate here.
If you did green there, you would get insight. If you're going to do an investigate card.
Yeah, let's do that.
And I believe each zone can only have one investigate token on it, and we've already investigated this. So why don't you use your investigate to discard that top card?
Yeah.
So not that one.
Not this one. This one is what you're saying.
I'd use that one to discard your top card, and you're going to go ahead and gain a insight as well.
Okay. Okay, and then I'll use this to rest. Unfortunately. And then this goes away.
Okay. I don't think we... The one thing I'm curious about is if we get these... Can I see the rulebook real quick to see if it... I don't remember it saying anything. If we get those resources when we clear the event.
Is there a leukocytes over there or whatever that is? No. It must be a place. It has to be a place.
It has to be a place. It's not where we are going to build it.
So I say that you move into here.
You already take up time?
Yeah.
I'm going to trigger it when I move.
I know. Will it trigger right when you're here, though? Yeah? There's never going to be a time to go.
Like, we've got to get Luna back.
Yeah, we've got to get to her, though.
It's a big problem. All right.
Yeah.
Give me my green dice back, please.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to run for it. Free move action.
Mm-hmm.
Going up. You want me to carry you with me?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, because I have to be on the node to be able to use these things.
But they wouldn't catch us right now anyway. If I pulled you with me...
Into the scarab?
No, up into this top zone.
Then as soon as something...
gonna spawn.
Yeah, they just spawn there. And I'd rather be here, because then at least I can catch them. Although, because then everything's going to move this direction.
Well, no,
right?
my doppelganger's going to...
So that'll be 3... Assuming we have 1 or 2 pop there, I can kill... one of these guys.
We've got a trap that'll catch them.
So whatever else comes from
they're
there,
gonna hit me. Let's see. I'm gonna move up. Time moves by 2. Insight moves up by 1.
So we actually lose a endurance.
Oh man.
And now we go do that thing first, right? Because it instantly hits.
Bloodsucker spawns. CBA.
Okay.
Bloodsuckers move 2 nodes this time.
2?
So
Really?
1, 2, 1.
Wait,
2,
those happen afterwards.
1.
Remember, because we have to do these first, then we deal with that.
Sure.
So
1, 2.
Yeah.
1, 2. 1, 2.
And 1, 2.
Oh, and 1. Well, 1, 2.
Yeah, either way. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So first things first, I'm gonna pause time. For every 2 bloodsuckers on my node, I get to destroy 1. So 1 goes away, and then these 2 get caught in the trap, and the trap is destroyed, but they're dead. Right? Isn't that how it works?
Yes, that's how that works.
Okay. And you, on the other hand, are in a lot of trouble. Because that is 4 to you, which is a very bad day.
Huh?
That's death for you, isn't it?
What is death, really?
You know, when I watched all the things about this, the Orange Nebula people said, don't die. And I don't think you listened to that rule when they said, don't die. Or they said something about how to die.
What is considered death?
You know, I think you're knocked out, and I can save you, but I don't, do you get to come back? I feel like you should come back, because I'm definitely not staying on this place by myself.
I mean, I've never had this happen before.
So what you're saying is, I play so poorly that we died.
No, I'm saying that every scenario that I've played before this has not prepared me to every other scenario is walk around, explore, do stuff, build research. This one's like, stay in your bubble, get traps set up immediately. You're going to be consumed if you don't move fast.
Yeah.
I'm like, holy cow.
Yeah, we're dying quick.
I mean, I've got to figure this out. Anomalies. Let's look up death.
Death.
Is death a keyword?
It's probably not.
Death is not.
Die.
What are we getting? We're getting...
Knocked out.
Well, what are these?
Oh, these are distress cards.
Distress.
Because I know if you get 6 of them, that's very bad.
Okay.
But I feel like I should be able to undistress you. Right?
You may not ever cover rest. Anytime you personally would gain a 6th distress, each member of the crew loses 1 endurance.
Okay.
So please give me 3 distress.
Okay.
And then we're all going to lose an endurance.
Okay.
And I'm going to have to resolve 3 of these Waking Nightmare cards.
But at least...
No. You only do 1 Waking Nightmare card.
Right, you only do 1 Waking Nightmare. right?
Yeah.
Yeah. At least we get rid of 4. That's good, right? 4.
3. You dig straight down and you do not stop until someone stops you. That's why I couldn't move. Another explorer must place themselves on your node.
Okay.
You gotta do that anyway. Move time forward by 1, please.
Ugh, that's terrible. Your turn isn't even over yet. Or is it over now instantly? Because
I have to rest.
Oh yes, that's right. Because you can't. You can do these, right?
Yeah, please give us some material because I'm digging a hole.
Okay. You're definitely digging a big hole, so that's 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And down, did you already pivot down 1 or no?
And I have not. I'm going to rest.
Did you want to try anything else? Like there's some blue there. You could pick up the blue stuff.
Luna's the only person that can pick up the blue. She needs to be active.
I feel like you're in that space of poorness where you would do anything. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I hear you.
All right.
Wow.
So.
Wow.
I feel like I need to support you, but I also feel like I need to grab you and pull you into the scarab or something so we can regroup and figure out what the heck to do. Yeah?
Are we going to end this mission by hiding in the scarab like we talked about at the very beginning?
We're going to die because as soon as I go to this next one, we're hitting another one and we're going to go through 2 again. Because at least we'll both be on the same node, and I can kill 2 of them if they're on my node. I can kill 1 of the 2 if they're on my node.
So you're saying we're going to die holding each other?
I feel like I'm going to jump in your pit. This is going to be like Foxhole Buddies.
I can't do anything, so you go for it.
Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna do 1 free move action, right? So I haven't done anything yet, but now we're boop boop, and we're doing the thing.
Gain your insight.
Yeah. So we're doing the thing. That's not good.
CAA.
Well, it could have been worse. It could have been way worse.
Could have been. Oh, we never resolved them.
That's true.
How far do they move?
Well, they moved the same amount that we did. So they both got to
1,
us.
2. That one got to you. This one got to me. Now they're spawning at C. Mm-hmm. Please lower your health by 1 more.
Yep.
And you take 1 additional distress.
Yeah. That's bad.
And I believe you have to resolve a waking nightmare.
Yeah, I do. I'm putting it on this non-conformist because it's a really terrible card.
Go ahead and roll. You know it's going to make you. 1!
So, in theory, this actually happened here because it will make a difference.
Okay.
Okay. I'm coming, Mother! You say, I'm coming! Place yourself on the nearest bloodsucker nest node. If 2 are equally close, pick the most comforting one. Thankfully, it's going to automatically put me here, but it does mean time goes, so that means we're instantly in.
Oh no!
Yeah. So, technically, that was the one that we just did, right?
No, this is still happening.
This is still happening, but at least it's happening, and I didn't actually have to pay 2 time to get through it.
I understand that.
So that's a win. Like, somehow, the game actually made it better. Somehow. Okay, so 2 of them are on this node. I can wait, I can only do this once per turn, right?
It's a new turn.
It's a new turn, so I'm okay? Mm-hmm. Okay.
You can do it once per each of our turns.
Each of our turns? Okay. So I'm killing 1 of them.
Did you pay the green to do that?
No. And I didn't pay the green last time either, so I'm going to use 2
We did have it, I believe.
Yeah, we definitely had it. Okay. I wish there were 4 because I could have at least killed 2 of them, but I guess it still leaves us with 2. Yeah. So
you have to take them both.
I do.
I can't take 1 of them.
Yeah.
Which is only going to leave your support action open.
Yep.
We have 3 rounds till we're dead.
We're going to run into here, and then I'm gonna support you, and you're gonna support me, and we're gonna die because we're gonna endurance down in 3 rounds, and it's over. We're not gonna win this one. I don't see it happening.
Wow.
We played this poorly, or it kicked our butt.
Wow.
Yeah.
How cool, though.
It was really good. And I can't...
It's like we stepped off a ship, and they're just like... and we're like, oh my gosh!
This is probably the most fun I've had getting destroyed in a game in a long time.
They should put that quote on.
Yeah.
What's your full name?
West Todd says...
West Todd. the most fun I've had
Getting
destroyed
destroyed
in a game. I love it.
Yeah.
Wow. All right.
times.
I mean, do you want to see how we die? Let's keep going.
I mean, we have
Put the
to.
2 marks on.
Okay.
Let's resolve a nightmare for you.
Yep.
We have one more card you got to add to yourself, right?
No, I did. I just added 2.
2? Okay, wow.
Okay, so
Roll the die. No, not that die.
I want to though.
Close, though.
Okay.
2. One we haven't seen yet. Oh, good.
So bad. The crew receives a medical alert as your adrenaline spikes, moments before they hear you screaming in pain. Down 2 pips, so that's great. And we now don't trust each other.
Oh, my tile flips.
Yeah.
It now goes to my rest action.
Mine goes to rest as well.
Okay.
Okay. So now that that's done,
You haven't used any of your pips yet.
these 2 are done. I haven't used a single thing because I just got hit by the doppelganger. So now I can not move, which is my original intent.
You do have a free move.
And I'm going to move
You
into
just can't
here
carry me with you.
and wake up Luna.
No. Support me first.
Why?
Because you have to support me there. And
Oh, okay. I don't really want to support you because we're not in a good team mood anymore.
Oh, no.
But I will, because I'm kind of nice. I should use this red one, though. Because that's your green dice. And then Luna's now awake,
Yeah?
so she's back.
Luna, hi. Things have gone really bad without you. Honestly, I'm really upset that you left us.
And I'm going to move Luna here because
Luna.
I can do things when bloodsuckers come.
Hi. Luna, things are still really, really bad.
And then I can take these off of here plus get an extra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now we've got a whole bunch of green stuff.
Yeah?
And then I will use my last one to rest. And I get to increase this, or I could gain an insight, which I'm going to gain an insight because why not?
We go back to friendly, by the way, when you supported me.
Oh. Then I don't get this.
You don't get that. I'm so sorry.
I don't like you very much.
Back to friendly. Please move me for free up onto your space.
Wait, I have to move my wrist. Sorry. Okay.
For free up onto the scarab. I'm going to support you.
Excellent. Which one of multiple ones do I want to get rid of?
Well, I don't think you're going to have another action, so...
Yeah, it's fun. We're going to get rid of investigate. Why not?
I'm going to move Luna forward and search for materials. 2 materials there, please.
Okay, and before you do anything else, I'm going to use Luna's special ability and use one of these materials and kill a bloodsucker.
Luna can murder people?
Yes.
We really needed Luna.
Yeah, we really did. That was really bad that we lost her at the very beginning.
Really bad. I'm going to take my green die and place it up there and generate a single power. No, power.
Power. Sorry.
Then my red die is going to rest. Guess what we do when we rest?
We die.
We move time forward by 1 mark. Guess what happens when we move time forward by 1 mark?
It's to the 6. We're good.
We don't have to trigger this
Not yet. One more time.
We'll die in 1 more turn.
Yes. Because it's 3 and 6, right? I didn't move it by accident?
Yeah.
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 Okay. This is great. It's great.
Your turn.
All right. So since it's a new turn, Luna's going to kill this monster. Because, yay. Wait, that's mine. That's yours. Okay. Awesome. I'm gonna support you.
The real problem is we can't heal.
Yeah.
So we needed Luna running around murdering these things before all of this happened.
Mm-hmm.
Her failing on us
Really was bad.
was real bad for the party. We're gonna have to have a team meeting.
Yeah, we
Like
need
my rotting
serious
corpse
team
is
meeting.
gonna definitely have a conversation with Luna.
Hey, look! I found the follicle forest, which is not
Oh,
leucocytes.
and here's where we could actually gain a piece of material. Great.
Sweet. I supported you, by the way, so you can take one of those bad things off. And so I'm gonna investigate this area. And you can't investigate the scarab, can you?
Nope.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So I'm not gonna investigate. I'm gonna get a power. Right?
Yeah. Sounds power too.
Sounds really good.
And then you're gonna move forward time.
And then I'm gonna rest and move forward time to see what fun things happen next.
Well, they are gonna spawn, but they're not gonna move. CBA.
Okay.
Okay. And here's the thing. At the end of my turn, I have to rest.
Yep.
That's going to move time forward.
And that will kill us.
That's going to remove our endurance. So what we did is we started on the ship.
Yep.
Had a real good conversation about how we could just stay on the ship and gain experience.
And we should
level
have.
up. And then we ran off the ship.
And it was bad days.
And quickly realized there was like so many parasites on this rotting head with orifices.
We needed lots of bug spray. Like woods backer, deep woods off. That's what we needed. Deep woods off.
A lot of DEET is what he's talking
A
about.
lot of 98% DEET. That's what we needed.
My grandpa was always like, it's poisonous to the human body, so don't get it on your skin. But also, mosquitoes are worth it. Poison yourself, son. Poison yourself.
Soak your clothes.
It was like that, except with Burbalus parasites.
Yeah.
And fungal growth.
Wow.
Okay.
And doppelgangers, apparently.
I have to say, I have played like 6 or 7 games of this, and not a single scenario has prepared me for what just happened.
That was insane.
That was really bad.
That was awful.
Absolutely
but great.
terrifying.
But great.
Yes.
Like, I still...
Yes.
I can't say that I'm mad.
If you're watching to this point, don't back the Kickstarter. This will happen to you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Man, I want to face this mission again.
I do too.
But I also kind of want to face mission 2 to see how it twists whatever just happened on its head.
But I feel like we're going to get killed even worse. We definitely should do it.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, we need to do it.
Oh my gosh. We'll see you next time.
Play more games.
Thanks.